Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica, and this show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business, sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. It is Tuesday, June 28th. I'm excited about today's topic because it really goes to the base of what we all go through, and that is what you should do and what you shouldn't do as a new voiceover artist. Now, in all disclosure, I debated whether or not to do this video because, whenever you go about telling people what they should and should not do, there's always going to be an exception to the rule. There's always going to be someone who did it a different way and they succeeded, someone who disagrees because they do it this way or that way. And, so this video is going to be about my opinions only and what I've seen work for myself and tons of students and people that I've worked with and coached in voiceover. Okay, so I just want to get that out there because there are many ways to be successful in the voiceover business and business in general. All right, there's not one size that fits all. Real quick, before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and whatever you do, don't forget to check out the link below about A VO's Journey Elite Academy. We've got some incredible things going on. I posted a video yesterday about the conference that's coming up and all the amazing things that we're putting into the academy, as well as just growing that community. So we'd love for you to check it out. Plus, you get 50% off the first month that you join. So check that out. You won't regret it. All right, so let's dive into this. This question actually came from our Facebook group, A VO's Journey Facebook group, from a new member, and they're like, what should I do and what shouldn't I do as a new voiceover artist? So I think if we kind of put this into a list form, let's start with number one. I think the first thing that you got to do is give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. This is not an overnight thing. Being a voiceover artist, growing a business, this takes time. It takes days, weeks, months, years. It's a business and it's an art form. It's a craft. And that takes sometimes a lifetime of study. I started when I was in elementary school and into middle school and high school, and then I went to college for acting. Then I became a professional actor, stage actor. Then I was a teacher and a director, a producer, and then I got into voiceover. I've been doing this my whole life in one way or another. And I can tell you that you don't have to do this, or you don't have to have done this your whole life to be successful in voiceover. But it can be a lifetime pursuit. And that's what's really exciting about this business, is that if you're just starting right now, you're starting at age 60 or 70, or you're starting at age 20, or you're starting at 11. All right. It doesn't matter where you start or when you start. Okay. It just matters that you understand that this is an art form, a craft. It's a business and it takes time. So give yourself a break. Don't fret if you don't know everything now. I promise you, we won't ever know everything. Okay, so give yourself a break. That's number one. The second thing is you really need to find a good community, a positive community, all right, that you can be a part of, that you can join, that is going to help you grow with your business mindset, or with your voiceovers, with the acting, and support, but also the mindfulness. Okay, a positive mindset. It's so vital that we do whatever we can to block out negativity and remain positive. When I was a director and a teacher, negativity was my biggest challenge, or my biggest fear, because negativity spreads like wildfire. Okay. And we want to stay away from that, because when we're negative, we focus on what can't be done, what's wrong, what isn't happening, why it isn't happening. We focus on the wrong things. All right. Positive, when we focus on positivity, we're focusing on the good things that are happening. All right. And that inspires us to do more good things and to take more actions, because in the end, if you strip away all the things, that the emotions and things like that, success is a series of actions. Okay. It's a series of actions. But so the second thing is, again, find a community, a positive community. Of course, you could start with the VO's journey. Join our Facebook group. It's free. All right. And we have a really loving and positive community there, but there's so many other ones out there, and join them. If you find yourself in a negative community, or community that's struggling with staying positive, that's okay too. Just make sure that you block, either be aware of what's happening or remove yourself. Okay. Be with a positive community. The third thing is, you need to determine the speed in which you want to be or have success. So what I mean by that is, time is the ultimate equalizer. And the more time you're willing to spend, or the more time you have, right, the more you will learn, the less you need outside help. But the less time you have, or the less time you want to spend to get success, the more you're going to need help in the form of a coach, okay, so a program, something to be a part of. There are a lot of places out there that you can get coaching, and really wonderful, amazing coaches, all right, and programs. It's important that you make a decision about, do you want to work with a coach, a program that is going to give you information that would take you a lot longer on your own to figure out, right? Or do you want to do it all yourself? And it's really up to you. You can do it both ways. One way helps you not spend the time, like the time and the years it takes to learn things on your own, right? But it will cost you money. All right. And the other way won't cost you any money, but takes you a long time. I think most of us do, we do what we can. We get coaching when we can, but that's what I really recommend. And when it comes to getting a coach, all right, or getting with a program, first thing you want to do is you want to find somebody who's doing what you want to do. Okay. Sorry, my dog's in the background. Doing what you want to do. And once you find someone who's doing what you want to do, or has accomplished what you want to accomplish, get to know them a little bit better. Reach out to them, be a part of their community, see if they're positive, see if they are doing, what you believe or what you're interested in. Okay. And if that's the case, you should work with them. But I do want to point out about there's so many different parts of this business. There is the business side. There's the voice acting side, right? There is the technical side. There is the management of there's the equipment side. There's so many different sides to this. And I think that you have to make sure that when you go to a coach and you work with them, you understand what it is you're going to get from them, what you're trying to get from them, so that you know that you're not, spending your money and effort and you don't get what you're looking for. So a really big thing is to make sure you understand what it is you're really looking for. Some coaches work with you in only specific parts, like audiobook acting, which is really important, or actually getting audiobook work, right? Those two things go together, but they're still separate. All right? Marketing as opposed to acting, or acting theory, or business or CRMs or taking care of, boy, they're really having fun out there. I'm sorry. But do you see what I mean? So you want to make sure the coach or the people that you work with are doing exactly what you're looking for. Okay, that's really important so that you don't spend your time and money working with someone who probably is fantastic, but maybe not getting you what you actually wanted in the first place. So make sure you're very clear with yourself what you want. Okay, that's what you need to look at when you're getting with a coach. All right, number 4, I believe the next thing is, once you have that going, the key is to determine whether or not you want to work online or you want to work offline or you want to work both. So what I mean by that is working online all of us communicate and everything online now, but there's a lot of websites, freelance websites, pay-to-play websites, intermediary websites, a lot of different websites, casting list websites that you can build an entire business around, which is what I've done, which is what I teach. And I represent myself with help from these businesses, these online websites, right? And I get work through them. You can also get work offline through an agent, all right, where the agent helps you get work offline. And that's something that you can do to really help you get jobs that you might not have been able to get before. Okay, so that's one way. That's another way that you can do it. Or what I like to recommend people is you do both. Okay, I think that's really important. Wow, they're really going out there. All right, hey, calm down out there. They're probably not going to listen to me. But anyways, so that is important because when you work with somebody or you go to build your business, you're also going to see a lot of challenging viewpoints. You know what I mean? Like one group is going to say, do it this way. And another group is going to say, do it that way. And another coach is going to say, do it my way. And another coach is going to say, don't do it that way. So I think it's important that you yourself make those decisions and know that in the end, you are responsible for yourself and what business comes to you. No one else. A lot of people will tell you what not to do, but most of them will never send you a paycheck, right? They'll tell you, well, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. All right. But they're probably not going to put food on your table. All right. So I'm just saying you make sure that in the end, you make the decision for yourself, no matter what anybody says. All right. So that's really important. So I think personally, I like a marriage of the two, right? Working online and working offline, having agents, representing yourself. It makes sense because you're a business and your job is to make sure that you're finding clients wherever you can. So don't limit yourself from one thing to another thing. Because if you do that, you're missing opportunity. All right. So that's a big thing. So moving forward after that to the 5th one really is consistency. Being consistent or not being consistent in the end with the actions, with getting yourself out there, with meeting clients, meeting people, being a part of, being active members in communities, actively putting out content in the way of your own samples or demos, etc. Doing this or not doing this will determine in the end whether or not you are successful. Does that make sense? So your consistency is imperative here. Be consistent in the actions you're taking, and you need to always be taking at least one step forward a day. Putting up a new piece of content, sending an email, making a phone call, doing something every single day. Don't let a day go by that you don't do something. Consistency is everything. Consistency over time breeds success. Consistency over time breeds success. But it also goes both ways. If you consistently do nothing, that's not going to breed success. That's going to breed nothing. Whatever you consistently do, it will happen. All right? So if you're consistently looking for work, you will get work. So just make sure that you always put up consistency somewhere and continue to take those actions every single day. And this is where your coaching comes in, because if you don't know what actions that you need to take, work with a coach that can help you find those actions. All right? And then the last thing, and one of the most important things, is don't ever stop working on the craft of acting. Acting, becoming in tune with ourselves, our sensitivities, our abilities to tell a story, to relay a message, is a lifelong pursuit, because it's the, forever struggle to understand, who we are and what we believe in and what we are about, and why it takes a lifetime is because we are never the same from the moment we're born until the day we die. We change. And so does the nature then of how we act. All right? So it is a lifelong study because of that. So no matter what, always work on your craft. All right? I hope this video helps. We could talk forever on this, but please, leave your comments below on some of your thoughts, things that might have helped you, or things that you did or you wouldn't do again. All right? But remember, as always, to positivity. All right? Positivity is the ultimate driver, I think, of moving forward. Stay positive. Thank you guys for watching. You have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.